showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
That ball caught. It's Rice. Yeah, good job to get him to the ground quickly right there at the 36-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, as the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync, are they of one mind to, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Looking for the crossing receiver. He's got him. It's Samuel. Down the left sideline. Touchdown! 49ers! Deebo Samuel. 45 yards. And the 49ers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. Yeah, perfect omelet. Dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands, though.
Yeah. Well.
Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
43, 43, 43.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The 20. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Pacheco once more, and he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Out to his left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Down the numbers. There he goes. He's past the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
On 1st down, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
Right on these two. Right on these two. Hey, 57, 57. 57.
Mahomes going to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll drop the throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Kansas City.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here comes third down at 7. Purdy. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get to it after a gain of 7 to the 47. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Purdy now on second down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Purdy sets up to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Mahomes now on 1st down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them...
And there he goes again. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, 49ers.
Again, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
At the 31-yard line.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Chiefs.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
43! 43!
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Back to throw, Purdy. He's got it at the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Purdy will set up to throw it here. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. A 2nd down throw for Purdy. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. 18, go.
Now Purdy. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Chris Jones, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And got his man complete. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, 55 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. That's caught. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13.
31, Chiefs 18. Harrison Butker and kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Intercepted by the Chiefs. They'll take over at 1st and 10.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 3.
Attack, attack!
Again, it's Pacheco. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it with Pacheco. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Pacheco is in. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Pacheco, the ball carrier. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Niners 31, Chiefs 25. Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 63 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It already looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
A 45-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that one's going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning to get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Time not on their side. They've got one timeout, the 2-minute warning to work with as well, but they need points. 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Yellow.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes will throw. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Mahomes to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Hey, 15.
Here's Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. For the 5th and 4 more here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Mahomes. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 37-yard line.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll run again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away